Good day to Doctor. I would like to present the introductions about our assignment. So the solid waste refers to garbage material discarded as unwanted and useless products which are arising from animal and human activities. Based on the research, the world have generated 2.01 billion tons of municipal solid waste annually. Worldwide, waste generated per person per day average is 0.74 kilograms, but ranges widely from 0.11 kg to 4.54 kg. Since the population is increasing in Malaysia, it will reach 32.8 million in 2021 years and generates a tremendous amount of solid waste, which is estimated to be 38,437 metric tons per day in 2021 years. So by this year, 2022 thousand years, the amount of solid waste collected would be 14 million metric tons per annum. It is enough to fill the Petronas Twin Tower every 7 days. So there are two major types of solid waste, which are agricultural animal waste and municipal waste. For agriculture and animal waste, that's including the remaining crops after harvest, residues from processing grains such as rice, the manure of animals raised by farmers, and others. So indoor burning is one of the common ways that people manage this waste, whether in open stove or rural ovens, and release different contaminants in the indoor air. For the second major types of waste is municipal waste. It is also means domestic waste. In Malaysia, which consists mainly from residential, industries, and commercial activities in the given area, such as public solid waste, important solid waste, household solid waste, institutional solid waste, construction solid waste, and so on. These waste can be categorized based on materials such as plastic, food, paper, glass, metal, texture, and so on. So the one of the most general is food waste and can be resulting from processing, storage, cooking, or consumption of food, including the vegetable peelings and kitchen waste. Besides, the garden waste is also one of the municipal waste. That also includes the branches, twigs, leaves, and other plants materials. So the second common waste is plastics waste. So the plastics waste will be classified from type 1 until type 7. So the main objective of the solid waste management is to reduce the quantity of solid waste, such as just now I mentioned, dispose of online by recovery of materials and energy from solid waste. Therefore, there is an urgent need to respond to this mountain issue. Thank you.
For sampling location, Kampung Tanjung Batu Rakit is a village in the Terengganu district of Kuala Nerus. Batu Rakit has an area of 11,600.7 hectares and a population density of 374 people per square kilometre. Waste generated, discard and disposed. Kampung Tanjung Batu Rakit is in G2 from 4 section areas that have been declared by MBKT. There are 3 types of bin used in the area. Number 1, mobile garbage bin MGB, which come in 2 sizes, 1,200 litre and 660 litre. Number 2, two-wheel bin TWB with a capacity of 250 litre. Number 3, self-leach bin SLB. The total amount of waste generated over a 3-year period is estimated to be around 32,400 tons for a compactor truck with a capacity of 30 tons per trip from the first step point to the Sungai Ikan landfill site. Waste generated was domestic waste from the surrounding houses, with the waste going directly to the central trash can. The compactor truck first collects waste from tapak Pasar Malang Gombadak for the G2 section, followed by Dewan Serbaguna Gombadak and Kandang Kuda Gombadak. The truck then collect waste from Bulatan 47 until it reach the Kampung Kolang Corner. Following that, the truck proceed to the Wakaf Tengah 4-way intersection from the Kampung Kolang Corner. The waste is then collected by truck from Perumahan Wakaf Tengah to Dewan Serbaguna Mengabang Telong. After that, the compactor truck collect waste from Pantai Batu Rakit with the final pickup location being Kampung Gong Awan Lip. The truck immediately proceed to the Sungai Ikan landfill site to dispose of the domestic waste collect for the G2 area.
Next, methodology. A questionnaire survey was used in the study to determine household knowledge and the satisfaction of the service provided by Department of Environment, which is known as NXA. This survey has been passed down to the resident in our case study, which is at Kampung Tanjung, Batu Rakit, located in Terengganu. This questionnaire consists of 2 sections. The first section seeks the background information of the respondents, such as address, email, phone number, the number of family living in the house, and type of housing. The second section of the questionnaire consists of 2 questions that relates more to household solid waste, such as a type of waste that can be recycled and the recycling method that the household specifically use. The number of survey that we have done is only up to 5 survey, which means there's only 5 household present, and this survey was conducted by hands-on. We can conclude our methodology based on the sequence of the flow data, which is first we get the form from the Department of Environment, next we interview 5 residents to know detail about our site chosen, and lastly we analyze the data taken.
So this is a result and analysis part. As you can see, there are 5 charts that represent the 5 houses. So the chart describe the data that's collected around Kampung Tanjung, Batu Rakit. We have collect 5 respondents to fill the survey. The villager inhabit in a village house with their family members. The survey categorized 11 types of waste, such as newspaper, steel can, glass bottle, magazine, plastic drinking container, kitchen waste, other papers, plastic igit container, aluminium can, plastic bag, and the others waste. So, the survey categorized. So, the respondent need to fill in quantity by numbers, the amount by weight in kilogram, and their recycling technique as stated in Annex A. So the most important part that we get based on the survey, the brown color indicate the waste that become the biggest part of composition, that such as the food waste. So this is the inference based on the analysis that we get. The first one, recycling awareness is still lower among Malaysians, especially that those live in the rural areas. The authority for solid waste management need to take action by spreading awareness by placing more recycling bins in rural areas. The villager need to take precaution because some type of waste cannot be reused many times, such as plastic bottle waste.
Based on the result, the 5 houses we had approached for the survey purpose, we can see that kitchen waste was the highest of household waste composition, which is 49.5%, 17.9%, 31.3%, 38.6%, and 38.9% respectively for each houses. By comparison from the data we collected on the year 2020 from the Batu Tanjung resident and from the KPKT statistic 2020, the food waste was the highest. An estimated 1.3 billion tons of food is wasted globally each year. 1/3 of all food produced for human consumption, according to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. One of the major reasons food or kitchen waste is increasing are because of all-you-can-eat buffet and buy one get one deals encourage people to buy more than they can eat, and disposable income means they can afford to waste the leftovers.
On the other hand, from the KPKT statistic 2020, plastic had the second highest amount of solid waste composition, whereas from the data we collected on the year 2022 from the Batu Tanjung resident, plastic was also the second highest of solid waste collected, which are 12.5%, 13.2%, 20.3%, 19.3%, and 4.5%. The main causes of pollution stem from the mismanagement of plastic items at home and the lack of discipline to manage it well. Plastic consumption has quadrupled over the past 30 years, driven by growth in emerging markets. Global plastic production doubled from the year 2000 to 2019 to reach 460 million tons. The other type of waste such as aluminum cans, glass, bottle, magazines and newspaper had different composition for each houses with least percentages. Finally, according to the National Solid Waste Management Department, each Malaysian generates about 1.17 kg of waste daily. Approximately 90% of the waste goes to the landfill, while only 10.5% is recycled. The reason can be because of lack of education about the 3 Rs.
Based on the survey and analysis, a huge amount of kitchen waste is generated and these are not managed properly. Some methods are recommended to reduce the kitchen waste, which are storing food in reusable containers, such as reusable jars for avoiding using plastic wrap or foil, planting on food to reduce waste, and also can compost the organic waste to help plants grow from avoiding throw away. And next is the plastic waste. Plastic pollutions can have harmful effects on the land and rivers by affecting habitats, wildlife, and also human health. Hence, apart from reduce, recycle, and reuse, another crucial solution is education in order to increase human awareness and behavioral change. Say no to disposable plastic cutlery, plastic straw, bubble tea cup, and other single-use plastics. Next is paper waste. It's also common that is generated by humans. Other than increasing human awareness such as writing on both sides of the paper, recycling old paper, and so on, Waste Management Authority must also pay attention to the potential of the management uh, and development of the raw material for growing the paper industry. It is, it is important to sort out the chemical content in each type of paper such as coatings and biocides. This chemical will affect the ability of the paper to be recycled because the raw material that contain many chemicals are more difficult to be recycled in paper machines. Hence, hence waste management should be encourage the paper industry to produce products that have a better impact on the environment. So in a conclusion, Kampong Tanjung is located on Batu Rakit. With the improvement of access to education, the demand for better solid waste management in Malaysia has increased through the years. However, mismatches between the demand and supply of this service in terms of quality and efficiency are still prevalent. Based on the survey and research, household waste in the kampong still need to improve their waste management, as so much kitchen waste and plastic waste have been generated by them. The villagers of Kampong Tanjung are encouraged to put effort in reducing waste and practice 3R to avoid wasting the world's resources. These management options should be integrated in a suitable framework because landfill can only temporarily mitigate the immediate consequence of this huge waste production by humans. Thank you.